700 Club from Nashville, Tennessee, Dottie Rambo. Dottie, what a joy.
Thank you.
To see you.
Thank you. It's my thrill.
This is your first time on live television, isn't it? For a few years, or is it not?
It's the second time.
Second time.
Second time, and it is a joy to be at the 700 Club.
Well, to see you standing and singing and knowing what pain you've been through, I don't know if the people understand what you went through, and maybe we ought to just, I don't want to dwell on it, but you've suffered since 1987, hasn't it been, or is it before that?
It was, it's going on 6 years now.
Yeah.
And real quickly, I had an unexpected pain to hit me in the back, and what happened to T10-11 disc ruptured, it calcified and ruptured out in California. I was doing television, and they got me back to Atlanta and found out what had happened, and they did surgery. Instead of going through the front, they went through the back, had to take a rib out because it was so close. And after that was done, they didn't fuse me. They left me with just the hole open there. I didn't know it. And the pain never stopped. I cried 23 hours out of 24 with Buck holding onto my hand. One surgery led to another surgery.
It's hard to describe pain that intense, but what was it like?
Well, it was like, even now, Pat, the pain has never stopped.
Yeah.
It's like someone just cut you open from the spine around the side down to the knee on the left side and pour gasoline in and light it. And it constantly is like that until the anointing hits me. And the prophetic word has come through our pastor, Paul, and many other great ministers that said that it's the means of my new resurrection, and it certainly has been that. I have walked in my covenant with God. Yeah. And I've experienced visions from the Lord telling me He was not through with me, and that He would sustain me through the pain. He would send the right people to me so I could minister. See, when I give out and refocus into the Holy Spirit, I don't dwell on the pain. But the pain is the kind that a lumberjack that didn't know Jesus would kill himself. But it's always that way until I get with somebody like you and people like sitting here and people that are watching out there. And when the anointing comes, the people that know me and work with me, they always look at my face and they say, she's okay.
Well, I saw that smile when you were singing. that's the thing. I said, there's that smile. And there was something that just the joy of the Lord.
The doctors told me I probably would never walk again. You know, it paralyzed my left side in the surgery before last. I've had 9 back surgeries in 5 years. And there just was no way. They burned 136 nerves.
They burned them? What do you mean burned them?
What did they do? After the first surgery, the pain wouldn't stop, so they took me to Nashville into a hospital. A doctor did what is called a DRES surgery. It's a very peculiar procedure, which is very rare. And he said, I'm going to go in there and burn 3 nerves to deaden a band about this wide around to the side, so you won't feel this pain from the first surgery. Instead of 3, he burned 136 nerves, and he got the heat too close to the motor of the left knee. Had he blistered or burned it, I would have never walked, but he got it too hot.
Being trained as a lawyer, the thoughts of malpractice come running through my mind like galloping horses.
Yes, it did mine too.
It really was. I mean, but you didn't ever sue him or anything?
It was unreal, Pat. We had a couple of lawyers to come in, but somehow, I don't know, the Lord's ways are above my ways and understanding. It didn't work out, but I have other things that they did to me that I could have very easily, gotten that lawsuit and won it, but we didn't do it. I wore a body cast for a long time. I could sit in that and play some. But I want to tell the partners and you, Pat, because you're not aware of this, but Buck was on your show a few months back. Telling about the update of where I was then. I go back to my doctor Friday in Baltimore that put the big rod in my back to be rechecked and brought up to date. But Buck came in and he told the need of the finances. And I'm going to tell you the miracle. We've always been the kind of people that were givers. And always kind of embarrassed to be takers because God always blessed us with royalties and monies, and He'd been good to us, always has been. But when Buck made the need known on 700 Club, I had to have a certain vehicle that would kind of float, and as not to damage anymore my spinal cord that has been damaged so badly. I said to God, I was in the bedroom, I said, now Lord, I don't like the looks of this automobile that I'm going to have. I don't even want that thing. And I don't have $40-something thousand, whatever it was the cost. It makes a bed and everything in it where I could ride and float and go to Baltimore and back where I had to go to my doctor. But I'm going to give it to you, God. Oh, if we could only learn. I wish I could learn to do that with everything, but I did it with that thing. I said, there it is. I'm not coming back to get that need. It's yours. And after Buck left this show, the partners out there paid for that van in 3 days. After 700 Club had done that.
Well, that just shows how much we all love you, and we thank God for you.
Well, you know, it pushes me to tears, excuse me, to know how God trusts us. Somebody said to me, you think God's mad at you? He said, you walk through this valley. I said, oh no, it's a promotion. I had so many visions from the Lord through this. I was walking through a valley, and it was green and lush and beautiful, but I was lonely, 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 and such pain. I said, God, have I done something wrong? Where is everybody? Where are you? And God, in my spirit, said, daughter, you're looking in the wrong direction. You keep looking in front of you. Right just over to your right. I'm right over here. And I looked at him. He was walking beside me. And I've never questioned him anymore. I've never asked him why anymore. And I stopped saying, take me home. He led me to Paul, and paraphrasing, Paul said, oh, I'd love to go home. It would be so good, Lord, to be with you. But it's better if I stay here. See, God isn't through with me.
No, he's not.
And I'm not ready to go until he gets ready. And my new song says, God's going to get the glory. No man will lay hands on me like this. Yes. Quickly will I be healed. I'm sneaking in on the blind side of Satan. And God's going to all of a sudden say, she's here, she's back, and here I am on 700 Club. And it is truly a miracle, and doctors will tell you that.
Dottie, it is. God bless you. Dottie Rambo, ladies and gentlemen.